Have you ever found yourself thinking about turning that passion you have for something pure and aromatic, like organic essential oils, into a real business? Well, let's dive into that, because honestly, it is so much more doable than you probably think.
It's such a cool idea, right? The thought that something you really care about could become a part of someone else's daily routine. But maybe there's that little voice in your head saying you've got to be some kind of tech genius or a huge influencer just to get your foot in the door. Well, today, we're going to tear that idea down and show you how to do this the smart way.
So, here's the game plan. We're going to walk through 5 key steps. We'll start with the big opportunity, then we'll uncover the secret to standing out. After that, it's all about your business blueprint, a really clever tech shortcut, and we'll finish up with a super simple checklist to get you started.
Okay, let's just get the biggest question out of the way right now. With sellers everywhere, from the giants like Amazon to all the shops on Etsy, is there actually any room left for you? The answer is a huge, resounding yes, and I'm going to show you why.
I mean, you feel it, right? Everywhere you look, people are talking about aromatherapy, natural living, and just building these little wellness routines for themselves. This isn't just a passing trend. It's a real shift in how people want to live. They are actively looking for this stuff. And look, this isn't just a feeling we have. The data backs it up completely. The number of people searching for organic essential oils has literally doubled since 2020. Doubled. That means twice as many potential customers are out there right now typing those exact words into a search bar. The demand is absolutely there, and it's growing like crazy.
So what's behind all this growth? Well, it all comes down to a change in what people value. They're making a conscious choice to switch to cleaner products. They're looking for ways to manage stress. And this is the big one for you. They genuinely want to support small, ethical businesses over some massive, faceless corporation.
And this is the absolute key to everything. Your secret weapon isn't competing on price. It's about being authentic. People are craving a real story, something they can connect with and trust. If that sounds like you, then you are already miles ahead of the competition.
So if being real is the goal, where does a small, passionate shop like yours fit in? Well, that leads us right to what we're calling the small batch secret.
Just take a look at this. It lays it out perfectly. Over here, you've got hobby sellers. Maybe they're cheap, but there's often not much of a story. Then way over here, you've got the giant retailers, totally faceless. And right there in the middle, that's the sweet spot. That's you, the small batch shop. This is where you win on things like traceability, that personal connection, and a story people can actually believe in. All right, so you see the opportunity. Now let's talk blueprint. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the practical decisions you've got to make to turn this idea into a real thing. And the very first decision, the foundational one, is about your actual product. You've basically got 3 main paths you can go down. So which one feels right for you? Okay, path number 1. You can make them yourself, distill them from scratch. Now, this is a ton of work, but wow, the story you get to tell is incredible. Path 2. You can blend. This is a really popular one. You buy amazing, high-quality bulk oils, and then you create your own signature mixes. It's creative, it's fun, and it's easy to scale up. Or path 3. You can source. You find the best oils out there from other producers, and you curate a collection to resell. This is, hands down, the easiest way to get started. Now, a quick but super, super important note on the legal stuff. Please don't skip this part. You've got to have proper labels with the plant name and a batch number. If you're going to say it's organic, you need the paperwork from your supplier to prove it. And for packaging, always use dark amber glass to protect the oils and include clear safety warnings. Getting the stuff right from the beginning is what builds that crucial trust. So you've got your product idea, you know the rules, but now for the part that honestly stops so many amazing ideas dead in their tracks, building the actual online shop. Yeah, this question right here, it's a total dream killer for so many people. The thought of having to mess with code and plugins and payment systems, it's enough to make you just want to pack it all in. But here's the good news. It really doesn't have to be that hard. You've got a few main options, and they each have their pros and cons. You could go with a marketplace like Etsy, super easy to get started, but you have less control and they take a cut of every sale. Or you could use a powerful platform like Shopify to build your own thing from the ground up. You get total control, but yeah, there's a much steeper learning curve. And then there are other ways to do it, which brings us to this third way, a done-for-you service. There are companies out there, like this one, Make Local for Global, that are built specifically for people who just want to focus on making great products, not become a web developer. Basically, they build the entire online shop for you. And the model for these services is usually incredibly simple. Just one flat annual fee that covers everything, the setup, the hosting, all of it. All that tech stress just gets handled for you. It's a pretty sweet deal. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground: the why, the what, and the how. So let's bring it all home and boil it down into an actionable checklist, something you can literally start on the second this is over. Here it is, just 5 simple things. First, just decide, are you going to make, blend, or source? Second, don't try to launch with 50 products. Just list 2 or 3 to start. Keep it simple. Third, double check that your supplier is certified organic. Fourth, scribble down your why I started story. It doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be real. And fifth, pick a platform that isn't going to give you a headache. That's it. That's your launch pad. Look, selling something you're passionate about isn't some get-rich-quick thing. It's about building a real, authentic business that actually connects with people. And you can absolutely 100% do this. So the only question left is, what's your first step to make it real?